What's up everybody, Smooth Cosplayer here, your favorite salsa dancing cosplayer. Earlier this year, I made a video called Weaponized Words in the cosplay community. Words that I felt, on their own, they're very benign and neutral words, but I felt like people were using these words to discriminate against and insult other cosplayers. I have another word to add to that list, and that is effort. Again, you may be wondering, how the heck is effort being used in a negative manner? How is effort weaponized? Well, if you've been cosplaying for any amount of time, if you've been in cosplay circles on social media, you probably have heard phrases or maybe have even said phrases such as the following. Oh, that's such a lazy cosplay. It doesn't look like they put that much effort into that cosplay. It doesn't look like they even tried. Or all they did was, buy their costume from Party City, or all they did was buy it from AliExpress, or all they did was make a sexy version of that costume or make a bunny version of that costume. All they did was add a lightsaber to it and call it a mashup. That's such a lazy cosplay. So many phrases like that that are so negative. And here's why I feel like those trains of thought are very problematic. One, the word effort. So effort is very subjective, very relative. Okay, what's easy for me may not be easy for you. What's easy for you may not be easy for me. For example, my sewing skills are very pedestrian to say the least. Like if it ain't a straight line, maybe a big curve. If it ain't that, I can't do it. Like something that might take me all night to sew may take you or someone else like 15 minutes to sew. Okay. So on and so forth. So yeah, effort is very subjective. Effort is very relative. Who are you to judge how much effort somebody put into a cosplay? You may think, oh, that should have taken them a couple of days. I'd have done it in a couple of days. It might have taken that person a couple of months. Okay, we're all at different skill levels, so that therefore what's effort for somebody else is a different level of effort for somebody else. Now, another reason why I think that's problematic, those thoughts are problematic, is that there is no minimum effort requirement in cosplay, all right? If we look at the meaning of cosplay, it is the marriage of the words costume and play, meaning that if you are wearing a costume, regardless of where you bought it from, how you made it, and if you are having fun, you are cosplaying, all right? The definition does not say anything about how you acquired your costume, how you made it, how much time you put into it, how much money, how much you bled for it. None of that. Okay, I'm not exaggerating when I say bleed, because that happens. So cosplay is not a sport. It is not a contest. It is not a competition, unless of course you are actually in a costume contest, a cosplay contest. Of course you better bring your A game if you want to win that. And unless you are in a particular costuming group that has certain requirements, rules, regulations, and whatnot. Me, for example, I'm in the Finest of G.I. Joe Costume Club, where, certain things are stressed, there are certain rules, certain regulations that we have to abide by. Same thing for a club like the 501st, Mandalorian Birds, plenty of other clubs like that where they require certain guidelines. There's certain effort required in that. But outside of actual costume contests, cosplay is not a sport. It's not a competition. It's not a contest. Okay, you are not in a costume contest the moment you step onto the con floor. Meaning, again, there is no effort requirement in cosplay. There's no bar that everybody needs to meet. Okay, so that's why I get sick of hearing people say things like, "Oh, that's such a lazy cosplay. That doesn't take much effort. That's so lazy." In my humble opinion, there is no such thing as a lazy cosplay. Whatever cosplay somebody puts on, all that means is that that's either what they could do, have the ability to do, or that's what they felt like doing. I don't always feel like wearing the most elaborate thing. Sometimes I feel like being comfortable. Cosplay and comfort is almost an oxymoron, but not quite. But maybe I feel like being comfortable, or as comfortable as I can be in a cosplay. Maybe somebody decided, hey, maybe I want to take this character and wear what they would probably wear if they were just out on a town, or if they were on a date, or if they were going to play a sport, or if they were at work. Okay, that's what a closet cosplay is called. That's what a casual cosplay is called. Okay, that is a thing. Okay, nothing says that somebody has to go out and do this big old elaborate thing. Okay, there's levels to this stuff, y'all. Okay, so that's why I think that effort, not effort itself, but just those thoughts about effort are so problematic. And I feel like there is a lot of jealousy or to use the correct term, envy, when it comes to the word effort or the use of it. Because you might have somebody who, again, I don't agree with these thoughts, but somebody who only did a sexy cosplay showing a lot of skin, or somebody who only bought their costume, or somebody who only did a popular cosplay, and this person is getting so many likes on social media, or this person is getting stopped every 2 seconds for a picture at the con. They go crowd of photographers taking pictures, and somebody over here is in the corner hating, talking about all they did was blah blah blah. Why are they getting so many likes? Why are they getting so many pictures? I work hard on my cosplay. I worked harder than they did. Who's to say you worked harder than they did? And why does that bother you? Okay, unless there's some hating, unless there's some envy there, why does that bother you? Why does somebody else's amount of effort, or perceived lack of effort, perceived, keyword, why does that bother you? Okay, if that bothers you, that's a you problem. You got to work that out. Why you hating and being salty and accusing them of not putting effort in? They over here having fun, which is the important part of cosplay, having fun. We got to put the play back in cosplay. I know that's a cliche, but it's true. And then there's also elitism. People, I really feel like people are like, I gotta set myself apart from this other cosplayer who I think doesn't work as hard as me, or I gotta set myself apart from this cosplayer over here because they don't do things like I do it. Okay, all that is elitism. Trying to say that you got to make your own cosplay, that's elitism. Trying to say that you have to know the character front, back, and sideways, that's elitism. Okay, so let's stop with the elitism, stop with the hating, and I don't use that term lightly either, because I hate when people say hater too much and use it loosely. I'm a hater, if that makes any sense. And let's stop with the, I forgot whatever other point I made, but yes, let's stop with the negativity, pretty much. Stop using effort in a negative manner, okay? Like I said, there is no minimum effort requirement in cosplay, and there is no such thing as lazy cosplay. It's whatever that person felt like doing or what that person could do. All right, that's it for me, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Have a good time, whatever con you're going to next. Good luck on your cosplay builds. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.